In the summer of 2018, the bustling, sun-scorched streets of Alexandria, Egypt became the stage for an archaeological sensation that gripped the world. Construction workers in the Sidi Gaba district, a densely populated area of this ancient coastal city, were digging a foundation when their tools struck something solid and unyielding, a colossal black granite sarcophagus, buried 16 feet underground. Weighing an astonishing 30 tons and sealed tight for over 2,000 years, this relic wasn't just a find, it was a phenomenon. News outlets buzzed, historians scrambled, and the public speculated wildly about its contents. Could it house the remains of a forgotten ruler from Egypt's storied past? Might it conceal treasures unseen since antiquity? Or was it, as some feared, a vessel of ancient malevolence waiting to be unleashed? The Black Sarcophagus of Alexandria quickly transcended its discovery to become a global enigma, weaving together threads of history, science, and the supernatural in a tale that continues to captivate. The sarcophagus itself was an awe-inspiring feat of ancient craftsmanship, a testament to the skill and ambition of its makers. Hewn from a single block of black granite, a material prized for its durability and rarity, it stood nearly 9 feet long, 5 feet wide, and 6 feet tall, making it one of the largest intact sarcophagi ever unearthed in Egypt. Unlike the elaborately decorated tombs of pharaohs like Tutankhamun, adorned with spells and royal iconography, this giant bore no markings, no names, no titles, no clues etched into its polished surface. This stark simplicity puzzled experts. Such a massive structure implied significance, yet its anonymity suggested a deliberate choice to obscure its purpose or occupant. Accompanying the sarcophagus was a weathered alabaster bust, its facial features eroded beyond recognition by time and the elements. Archaeologists debated its significance. Was it a portrait of the tomb's inhabitant, a guardian figure, or merely a discarded artifact from a nearby grave? The site's location in Alexandria, a city founded by Alexander the Great and later ruled by the Ptolemaic dynasty, pointed to a possible Hellenistic origin. Some posited it could date to the chaotic wars following Alexander's death, when his generals carved up his empire. The sheer scale of the sarcophagus hinted at a burial of importance, yet its silence spoke volumes, perhaps of a figure lost to history or intentionally erased from it. As images of the looming black slab circulated online, the discovery ignited a firestorm of curiosity and conjecture. Social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram became battlegrounds for competing theories. Historians floated the idea that it might be the long-sought tomb of Alexander the Great, whose body was said to have been interred in Alexandria in a golden coffin before vanishing from record. Others dreamed of Cleopatra, the cunning queen whose resting place, possibly submerged beneath the city's harbor, has eluded discovery. Meanwhile, pop culture enthusiasts drew parallels to horror films, joking about ancient curses or slumbering evils trapped within. The speculation reached fever pitch when a Change.org petition, launched by a tongue-in-cheek doomsayer, gathered over 30,000 signatures urging Egyptian authorities to leave the sarcophagus unopened, lest it unleash a curse of the pharaohs or worse. Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities, however, dismissed such fears with scientific resolve. On July 19, 2018, after meticulous planning to ensure safety and preservation, a crane hoisted the 15-ton lid, revealing the contents to a watching world. The moment was live-streamed, drawing millions of viewers who held their breath, not for gold or glory, but for answers. What emerged was no Hollywood climax, but a pungent whiff of reality that shifted the narrative in an unexpected direction. The first sensation to greet the team was not awe, but a nauseating odor that forced some to step back. Inside the sarcophagus lay 3 skeletons, their bones tangled in a murky, reddish-brown sludge that had breached the once sealed tomb. Initial hopes of pristine mummies or dazzling artifacts evaporated, replaced by a grim tableau of decay. The liquid, later analyzed as a mix of sewage and groundwater that had infiltrated through cracks over centuries, had turned the burial chamber into a macabre stew. Forensic experts noted that one skull bore signs of trauma, a gash suggesting a violent death, possibly from a blade, hinting that these were warriors, not royalty. Further study dated the remains to the early Ptolemaic period, likely the 3rd or 2nd century BCE, a time when Alexandria was a melting pot of Greek and Egyptian influences. The absence of ceremonial items like jewelry or weapons puzzled researchers. Had the tomb been looted, or was it always this austere? The reddish liquid, dubbed mummy juice by an amused public, sparked bizarre fascination. One group even petitioned to taste it, claiming it might hold mystical properties. Scientists quickly quashed such notions, identifying it as a toxic brew of bacteria and decomposed tissue, far from the elixir of life. This grisly discovery shifted focus from treasure to forensic detective work, as experts sought to piece together the lives and deaths of these forgotten souls. Though it lacked the grandeur of a royal tomb, the sarcophagus opened a portal to Alexandria's complex history, a city once unrivaled in splendor. Founded as a beacon of Hellenistic ambition, it boasted the towering Pharos Lighthouse and the legendary Library of Alexandria, a repository of ancient knowledge lost to fire and time. By the Ptolemaic era, however, the city faced political upheaval and military strife, reflected perhaps in this utilitarian burial. The presence of 3 bodies in one sarcophagus suggested a group interment, possibly comrades in arms buried together after a battle, their lack of adornment a sign of practicality amid chaos. The find also underscored the difficulties of excavating a modern metropolis built atop its ancient roots. Much of Alexandria's past lies entombed beneath apartment blocks and roads, accessible only when chance or construction intervenes. Archaeologists noted that the sarcophagus's depth and the surrounding soil layers indicated it was part of a larger cemetery, now lost to urban sprawl. Chemical analysis of the granite traced its origin to quarries near Aswan, 500 miles south, revealing the logistical prowess required to transport it. This discovery, while modest in its contents, enriched our understanding of a city that bridged cultures and continents, its faded glory still whispering through the ages. Now housed in the National Museum of Alexandria, the black sarcophagus stands as a brooding centerpiece, its imposing form drawing visitors from around the world. Flanked by display cases detailing its excavation, it invites contemplation rather than revelation. The identities of its occupants remain a mystery. DNA testing, hampered by the degraded state of the bones, has yielded no breakthroughs, leaving their stories untold. Some scholars propose they were mid-ranking officers of the Ptolemaic army, while others suggest foreign mercenaries, their anonymity a product of their expendability. The sarcophagus's journey from discovery to display has cemented its status as a cultural touchstone. It inspired art installations, documentaries, and even a surge in Egyptian tourism, as travelers flocked to see the cursed tomb that defied expectations. More than a relic, it's a mirror reflecting humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown. In a world mapped and measured, the black sarcophagus reminds us that the past still harbors shadows, enigmas that resist resolution, fueling wonder and debate. Beneath Egypt's sands, countless other secrets surely lie in wait, their stories poised to captivate the next generation of dreamers and explorers. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on ancient mysteries, spirituality, and self-development.